from where I want to start, I guess we should start way in the beginning, beginning. You know, where I want to say everything. You know, this is more like a diary entry. You know, I want everything to be written down here. I want every single detail not to be left out. You know, from stupid things that I done, from my exes to everything. You know, so yeah, here it goes. Growing up, I was a spoiled kid. Give me a second. The TV's kind of loud. Mom had me when she was 16, and my dad stuck around. You know, he's a great guy for that. Um, you know, growing up, being Guatemalan and Mexican, my dad's Mexican, my mom's Guatemalan. It was kind of tough, I guess, just because my mom's side really doesn't like my dad, and I don't know, like it was kind of hard, just because my mom's side, they're really terrible people. Like they just love to gossip. You know, they only care about what's going on. Like, oh, are we doing better than them? You know, when they're there at family reunions, they love, like, oh my God, I missed you. How are you? You need anything? Like they're full of shit, basically. And I hate that. You know, my family from Mexico, my dad's side, they're wonderful people, but I don't really see them, or I didn't really grow up with them just because they were so far away. You know, I grew up closer to my mom's side. You know, like my grandfather, my grandmother are like a second parent to me. I love them with all my heart, and I'd do anything for them. You know, I hope one day I could provide and take care of my grandma, because right now she's in a situation where it's hard for her. You know, and I'd like to get to that, but stick to one story. Anyways, so yeah, I grew up. I didn't really like school. I used to be good at math. In elementary, I wasn't. I was always known, I guess you could say. You know, when you have two letters for a name, you kind of stand out. And I was, I was a very sensitive kid growing up. You know, I was very emotional. Like, I was sensitive during a lot of things, cried during a lot of things. By the time I got to, I believe, 10, the age of 10, I moved to Palmdale, California. I lived in the valley at first, and by 10 years old, I moved. And I was sad because I made all my friends there. You know, I had a life there. But, we lived in the ghetto, and my parents wanted to get out of that and go to, like, the white suburban neighborhoods. But really, by the time we got there was a lot of, African-American people. There were a lot of Latinos as well. So there wasn't really that, Caucasian people there. By the age of maybe 15, like I made friends, I guess. People in Palmdale, they're really fake. So I wouldn't really say friends. A lot of them come and go. It's Palmdale's not a place you want to be. Basically, I hate that. I despise that place. Sorry. The passion of hatred I have for that place is astounding. And well, yeah, like I had to grow up there for about 10 years, and by the time I was 10, my sister had come along. My family had another kid, and I had a sister. I was excited for her, but we were 10 years apart, so it was a complete difference, in life and stuff. But I love her to death. I care so much about her, and I wish, we could do things and stuff, but she's so much smaller and she has a different mindset and stuff, and I'm always worried about her. Honestly, I'm always hard on her, just so then she could be a strong person and not get used or picked on. I want her to have this strong skin just to defend herself and be very stuck up. Honestly, I want her to be mean. I don't want her to have a boyfriend. By middle school, I was hitting puberty, I guess. I was infatuated with women or girls. I wanted a girlfriend. I wanted a kiss, my first kiss. Most of my friends in the 6th grade already had their first kiss, and I was just like, when is it gonna be my turn? When am I gonna get a first kiss? I want to experience that, And I didn't get that until until 7th grade of middle school. There was this girl. I dated her for about a week. I kissed her and then I dumped her. And it was a dick move, honestly, like, but we were friends after. Nothing bad happened. We were good. And then what else could I say? By 8th grade, I dated this other girl. She was a twin. We kissed. She broke up with me after a week, and that's about it, really. I mean, it doesn't really. I don't know. I was a player for quite some time. Player. I had this rule where I just dated, like, my limit was 2 girls, date 2 girls every year, or just like don't. I had a rule where I only dated a girl for a week because I never wanted to get attached. I never wanted to experience that pain of losing someone and stuff. And so yeah, by the time summer, the end of 8th grade, summer, going into freshman year, I was, hitting parties left and right. We were 8th graders going to parties, making out with girls, all this. And then by freshman year, I left my mark. I gotta say, if I could tell you how much I regretted high school, I could tell you how much I regretted high school. Basically, where do I start? In the beginning of the year, I met this girl named Courtney. Might as well say the names. I doubt they'll ever see these. We sort of had a fling during the summer, but all I ever wanted was just to have sex, and she wouldn't give it to me unless we were in a relationship or whatever, and I was just like, nah, deuces. And I felt bad because she's a beautiful person, she's an amazing girl, and I blew her off, because I was horny. And, after her, I was obsessed with this Christian girl named Jessica, who I regret so much. Oh man, like, if you guys know how much time I wasted on someone like her, I despise myself. Uh, oh man, the stories I'm gonna tell you guys are gonna be hilarious. I gotta tell you. Um, so yeah, I was infatuated with this girl named Jessica, and I think she knew I liked her, or I told her. I can't really remember, but yeah, we were talking, and then she decided, oh, I don't want to do this. So I said, cool. And then I was in a Sweet 15 with a friend of mine named Fabiola, who I met over the summer as well at a party, and she, put me in her Sweet 15. And after the Sweet 15 was over, when her birthday came around December of freshman year, we started to have a thing. And it was funny because when Jessica found out, she got jealous and wanted to have a thing with me and was trying to ruin things with me and Fabiola, which I thought was like, what the heck, girl? And so after Fabiola was like, no, you like her, not me, bye. I was like, hey Jessica, what's up? I guess you care or something. I was freshman. I was just bouncing back. Freshman year, I was ditching classes left and right. I didn't care. So yeah, and then Jessica, she didn't care either. She played me again, and I was like, okay. And that's when summer of, oh man, 15, 14, 13, 12, summer of 2012, maybe 2013 hit. I think it was 2013. I left Palmdale. I went straight to work in the Valley in my grandpa's company. Like, I didn't hang out with my friends. I just went straight to work. After I came back for sophomore year, I blew all my money on clothes, on new shoes, I looked fresh. I'm gonna tell you, I looked. Freshman year, I had a peach fuzz mustache. I had curly afro, where I was wearing like a freaking crop top shirts that didn't fit, and like tight jeans. Like, sophomore year, I kind of found my, who I was, I guess. Like, I love clothes now. Like, I love fashion and all that trends and stuff. But sophomore year was my prime, just because I went into school looking good. I was getting straight A's, and I was getting a lot of attention. A lot of people wanted me, people from different classes, higher up classes, seniors, juniors. And Jessica again once came back into my life. We dated, it didn't work out. She was giving me all this BS about because she was being a Christian, and it was just a whole mess. Honestly, it was a complete mess. So yeah, I gave up, and but that took half of sophomore year. Honestly, that took half of my sophomore year. She and I stopped talking by December, and by December, to get over her, I was like hooking up with other girls and stuff. So yeah, by hooking up, I just mean messing around. I didn't get to losing my virginity just yet, and so yeah. After Jessica was doing my thing apparently, and then after that, I wanted a serious relationship, that with her. Like, I wanted something serious, someone to fall in love with, someone I have to be with for like a year or something. And so I was looking, I was dating, no more messing around, just dating, going out with people, and it still didn't work. And then I was hanging out with a group of friends, and there was this one girl there, and I thought she was pretty, and she was attractive, she was very attractive. And I said, I told my friend, I think I like her. And, my friend at that party was like, I dare you to kiss JC. And we kissed, we talked for 3 days, and then we dated. I did not know that girl at all. And I think that's where I'm going to stop the video, just because it's getting pretty long and I have to cut this up. So I'll get you guys at the next one.